want to share that I am now proudly telling people that my business is a network marketing business, and I am proud of that because guess what? I have never found a better way to do business. This is our 5th business, 4 traditional style businesses and 1 network marketing business. And a little story about that. When I went to Pro 5 Summit, I sat next to Darren Jensen at dinner and asked him, if you guys know me, you know that I'm always full of questions. I love knowledge, and I always come prepared with 100 questions if nobody else has one. And I asked him a bunch of questions, and after he answered them, he turned to me and he said, "Is this your first time in network marketing?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, we've just ruined you forever." And I really didn't know what that meant. I hit Pro 5 pretty quickly, and I was really excited about LifeVantage, but I didn't know what that meant. And now today, I'll tell you, I'm proud to say that I am so proud to say that I'm part of this company. And maybe you're not there yet. Maybe you're not telling people that you're a network marketer yet, and that's okay. You'll probably get there, okay? It took me quite a while after I was Pro 7 to be able to feel content in saying that. And so I definitely have so much belief in this company and where we're going right now. I mean, Skylar just said, we just came off the biggest quarter we've ever had. Everybody look at the stock. It is going through the roof. Our products are changing lives every day. Of course, we have science and patents and all those wonderful things. But what I think is so incredible is our comp plan. The fact that you leaders on this call are Pro 4s and above. So that means that you are bringing in a substantial amount of money, most likely, if you're holding rank, right? And that is significant, guys. Here's the deal. This is why I am such a huge believer in LifeVantage now. I had to build a lot of belief in the industry of network marketing because I didn't know a lot about it. But as I started to talk to some of my friends in other companies, and these are close friends, so we are talking money, right? Man, at the premier and elite ranks, LifeVantage pays us much better than most other comp plans do. Most of my friends that are even like comparable to Pro 4, Pro 5 level are making about half as much as you do in the LifeVantage compensation plan. So I am a network marketer. I will only do business from this way moving forward. And I just wanted to share that because I think that we all get nervous and think we have to have this huge, giant belief to get somewhere in your business. And I do have giant belief, but it took me a while to find that belief. And I wanted to tell you that that's okay if it takes you a little bit while too. And I also want to reveal something. When Skylar called me and told me that I was going to be doing this call, it made me super nervous. And it's because all of you are leaders already. And I am really okay and comfortable with coaching people who just come into the business. But it made me really nervous to be talking to you guys because you are all so brilliant and knowledgeable. But then I realized what I think that I can offer you is my story and just tell you how I grew our team. And maybe you can take some bits and nuggets away from that. Skylar calls me Miss Consistency, and I appreciate that. And I think that comes from, I was really blessed in having some great mentors. I think that's where it starts. So you as a mentor, do these things, okay? Don't promise the moon. Don't tell people this is easy. My mentors, fabulous, told me in the beginning that it's going to take daily action. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take grind. It's going to take desire. It's going to take belief. That's when I told them, when Cassie Teal asked me, what do you want from your business? Like, really, what do you want? And I said, I think I want to be elite in 2 years. Is that possible? With no network marketing experience. And she said, absolutely, it's possible, but it takes those things. And I just want us to remember that don't promise people the moon. This is a business, and every business I've ever been in is hard work. This is not near as hard work as the other businesses I've been in, I will tell you, and it's way more satisfying and gratifying. However, it still takes effort and daily action and work. And I think that that's one thing that we have to do as leaders is give people the right picture. You can set a vision. Absolutely, you can make 6 figures and 7 figures in this company, but it's going to take effort and action, right? I think that, whether your goal is to, like, if somebody comes on board and their goal is to help people, that's great, because that's my goal, honestly. If it's to reach the next rank for you right now, maybe it's for you to reach the next rank because financially you need to, or maybe you need more time in your life, right? That's okay, because that's my goal too. More money, more time. What about if you want to make an impact in the world, right? What if you just want to leave a bigger impression on the world? That's okay, because that's great too. I think no matter what goal anyone comes to this business with, notice how all of those have one thing in common, right? And that is rank advancing, either to achieve those 3 goals, or by achieving the goals, that means rank advancing. So that means, seriously, how many of you want to rank advance, right? Want to reach some of those goals, want to do that. I know I do. And I think that in order to reach the goals, that I am a huge believer in knowing why you need to reach them. We talk about that all the time, but I'm going to tell you, as a leader, my why changed, and I needed to remember my why even more recently. Okay. And I'm going to just tell you a little story about that. So my husband's a therapist, and what you guys may or may not know, that 6 weeks after we joined Life Vantage, Greg had to have open heart surgery at the age of 36. And that's scary. At the age of 36, having conversations about what if something happens to you, that's a pretty scary surgery. I know it's done every day, but it's scary to think about. And you have some hard conversations. But after surgery went fabulous, we were sitting across the table from each other about a week or 2 after surgery, and feeling so blessed that he recovered so well and everything went great. And we were just talking about life and life being too short. And he said, I have a little activity, if you will, that we should do. And so we sat across the kitchen table from each other, and we each had a pen and paper. And he said, for the next 2 minutes, write down everything that you enjoy doing. Okay. And I will tell you, when I was doing that, 2 minutes takes a long time, especially when you're a mom, because there's only a few things. Like, you write down the things that come to mind. I was like, you like to watch your kids, you like to spend time with your family, right? Like those kind of things. I had kind of lost what I like to do. And but then it makes you start thinking, like, what do I really love to do? What would I spend my time doing if I had more time, right? And so the list got longer. Then he said, now take 15 seconds and star the things that we actually spend our time doing. And that was a reality check, because there was only 3 stars on the paper. And he said, how do we get more stars on the paper? That's what we need to do. We need to make changes in our life to get more stars on the paper. And that's when we made a move. And I had that conversation with Cassie Teal and said, I'm ready to go elite. Can I do this in 2 years? We sold our other business, and Greg opened a private practice to get more flexibility and stop working for an agency. I think that absolutely, we're all at different places in our businesses. And but you have to remember the why. You have to think about, why are you still doing this today? It's probably different than why you started. And I think that if you're going to put in hard work and effort and daily consistent action, it's that burning desire of why. And for me, it is wholeheartedly more stars on that paper. And now it was more stars on the paper. And now that I have more stars on the paper, that I have the time, and Greg has the time, he's working about part-time in his private practice now. And so we have time, and we're doing things we enjoy, and we love what we do now. And now it is about helping other people get more stars on their paper. So I challenge you to figure out your why today, because it's probably changed if you haven't thought about it for a while. And then I want to tell you, everybody's on a different path. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. I fall in that trap. Okay. I fall in that trap. I'm super competitive. And so you might be someone like me, right? That I'm a Pro 7, but I am a little frustrated. It irks me a little bit that I'm not Pro 8, because I had a goal to already be Pro 8 and I'm not yet. And that's okay. I just need to dig deep and figure out why and what and how to get there, right? And maybe you're a Pro 5 and you have so much desire to quit your job, but really, in reality, financially, you need to be a Pro 6 to do it. Or maybe you're a Pro 8 and you're totally content because you've helped establish some leaders and you have the balanced life you've been looking for and you have a great income. But I'm going to tell you, we all showed up here today on this call, and that's because we all want a little bit more. We all want a little bit more knowledge. We all want a little bit more for some reason. Why is that? I think that that's what we need to figure out, because we have such massive things with LifeVantage sitting in our laps that we are absolutely crazy not to want to do the daily consistent actions to make it all come to fruition and help others make that come to fruition, I think. So Skylar wanted me to talk about what I do on a daily basis and what I coach my team. And I will tell you, I've always had a daily method of operations, if you will. So like a DMO, and is what we call it in my team. And I think that when it comes to consistency, I have been rather consistent. I have done some really consistent things from day one in my business that I still do today. Obviously, that changes as your business grows. Now I have more time and I do this full time. I can add more to my plate. When I first started, I was literally only able to give lunches. Like, I ran my own business and I had employees, and so I was committed to that to daytime hours. But I mean, I had some flexibility, but I was committed to reaching out to enough people that I could book my lunch hour and then go to 1 or 2 meetings in a week, like in the evenings, right? And my goal was to always take people with me or book those lunches. And today, obviously, that looks way different. I have more time to reach out to more people. I can make appointments all day long if I want. I can talk to people all day long if I want. And I have an amazing team of people that I get to help every single day. So my DMO looks different, but here's the things that I've been doing since absolutely day one. And I want you to know that it's super easy. And I struggle with this as well, right? Falling into management mode. I think that that's so easy to do. And because I was so mindful of my leaders in the beginning telling me that the one thing that they wish that they would have done from day one is keep their foot on the gas pedal always. And so I didn't know any different. I just thought, okay, if they told me that's what I need to do, that's what I need to do. And so that's what I've done. But I think that it's super easy to fall in that. And I think it's also super easy because we all want to level up so much, even myself, that we can get stuck into like the leveling up mode, always wanting to up our own game. While I think that is important to do personal development and industry development, if we're not out there doing the daily actions to build our business, like the income producing activities, even us as leaders, then our businesses will not grow. You cannot rely on someone else to build your business. It always falls back on you and me, right? It always falls back on us as leaders. And so you have to do the daily actions. And so what I've done is follow, I heard really early on this simple system called Take, Tell, Attend. And I grabbed a hold of it and I thought, that's right. That's all I have to do is I have to take the products every single day. So I do that, right? And I coach my team to do that. I have to tell about these products every single day. And so what I do is I have a reach out goal 5 days a week. I don't do 7 days a week. I do 5 days a week. When I sold my retail store, I promised myself that I wouldn't work every single Saturday. Now, of course, I work some Saturdays in LifeVantage and I set some appointments, but that was a freedom that I wanted to enjoy. And so 5 days a week, I do these activities. I have a reach out goal of how many people I will reach out to and invite, like truly invite to look at information, okay? Obviously that goal changes, but I still have a daily reach out goal every single day. I have a follow-up goal between the two. Now, of course, if you're reaching out, you're scheduling follow-ups and putting them in your phone, write them down, schedule them in your week, okay? Or you will not get them done. So Cassie Teal calls me like the queen of the follow-up, and it's not because that I am I would say I'm persistent, but I don't let people forget, because I just don't let people forget. It's so easy to forget that you got a text message, or forget to call me back, or forget about that meeting on Tuesday night, or whatever it would be. I don't let them forget. I remind them until they take a look, right? And so that's what I do. I have a reach out goal and I have a follow-up goal every single day. And of course, from the attend part of the business, I kind of look at this as like showing up in your business every day, not just attending corporate events, which I think, yes, is extremely important, but attend your own business daily. Show up every single day. So do personal development every day, but don't let it go crazy. Don't let it take up your whole day. So minimum for me is 15 minutes. I make sure to get in 15 minutes a day of a podcast or something. And most days it's more like an hour. But I definitely make sure 5 days a week I'm getting in some kind of personal development. And for me, it's also industry development because I needed that. I realized I needed that. I needed to understand network marketing. I need to understand why LifeVantage was so much superior and an amazing place to be. And so I just kept learning about that. But don't let learning take over your business. You have to do the daily activity to move it forward. So there is something else. I added social media to my life a year ago, last January. And what I do on social media daily, here's what I do. I think social media, everybody has a lot of opinions about social media. And for me, social media is about building relationships and cultivating relationships because I think relationships are everything. They're everything to me. I love people. They're everything to me. I love just learning about people in general. And so I absolutely send 3 to 5 friend requests daily, but every friend request must have a message. It's not just about friend requesting. I don't care if you have 5,000 friends on Facebook, which is the max amount you can have. If you don't know those people and they don't trust you, then it doesn't matter that you have 5,000 friends. I mean, that's like saying you're standing in a crowd of people, right? And those are all your friends and you don't know half of them. I would rather build solid relationships and let people get to know me and trust me. I really, really, really think that's important. I spend time contributing to our team groups daily. Thank you to Cassie Teal one more time. She was amazing that in the, her team group, she definitely allowed me, this is something as a leader, allowed me to become a leader within the team and start posting. I will tell you, if you're not engaging in your team distributor groups and your team customer groups, absolutely start engaging in them because your team sees that. You want your team to be doing that. You want that your team, their business to be top of mind. What more top of mind could you be aware of if you're posting about it, right? Daily or weekly in your team groups. So be a leader. Be engaged in your team groups. It matters. People want to be part of a culture and a community. It absolutely matters. So be a contributing leader to that. Also spend time posting on people's posts genuinely. I think that a lot of times people post on people's posts just to try and build the relationship, but do it genuinely and authentically. Care about those people. It is absolutely huge, guys. Here's the deal. You can't change your life until you change your behaviors, right? And without a daily method of operation in your own business and within your team's business, start coaching that. Behaviors change your life absolutely gradually. And the way I think about this is like if you ate cheeseburgers and ice cream every day for 6 months, your body doesn't change on day one, but it certainly would look a little different on 6 months down the road, right? Or what about if you started working out? On day one, you don't see any difference, but 6 months down the road, likely you would if you did it daily, right? It's the same thing in friendships. If you go talk to a person on the street and meet them, or even like on Facebook, talk to them one time, comment on their post one time, do you think they're your friend all of a sudden? Or really think about the true friends that you have. Those relationships took a while to build the trust and the like and the know factor. Spend time doing things daily with intention. And I think that you will see some massive things happen in your business. Coach those things. Something that I did this last year that was really effective is I ran some accountability groups within my team. So just helping them stay consistent to their reach out goals, their follow-up goals, their personal development goals. Everybody has a different goal. Their goal isn't mine. I let them pick their own reach out goal, their own follow-up goal, and how many days a week. And I help keep them accountable, and the group helps them keep accountable. So, I mean, if you think about it, right, they say that it takes 21 days or 3 weeks to make something become a habit. Wouldn't it be cool if we made consistent daily action, business driving action, a habit for us and our team? So let's bind together and help each other do that. I think that that's really important. So how I close out the end of the month, super simple. Of course, the easiest thing that I could do is post in my team group what you do to close out the end of the month, right? But it's not just that. Yes, you should remind your team of all the things they should do, but you need to get on the phone. You need to call them. You need to let them know. I happen to be a numbers person, and so it's been really easy for me the whole time in my business to look at reports and analyze and help people see their numbers. But I was absolutely shocked that most people didn't even know how to run a report in their back office, or they didn't look at their back office even weekly, which shocked me. And so we need to help them. So what I do is I definitely run a detailed genealogy report. By the way, if you don't know how to run these reports, all your account managers do, so ask them. But detailed genealogy report, and I look at see who's close to rank advancing, right? And I screenshot them, and I not just say, hey, how, oh my gosh, you're almost to Pro 2. What can I do to help you? That's not what I do. I send something out like, hey, oh my gosh, have you seen these numbers? This is absolutely incredible. Who is in your pipeline? When can you talk today? And I'm picking up the phone and we're talking through their list. Who's in their pipeline? Who can I help them get on a third-party chat with? Who can I help them go or who's on their team that's almost a Pro 1, right? We're definitely looking at their business. I think as a leader, we have to reach out and be in their businesses with them. I always say, yeah, you're definitely in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You know what I mean? Like, we need to be their leader and help them. We need to help them make sure that they have their own order placed, and you better make sure you have your own order placed. Make sure all your Pro 3s and above on your team have 100 new PV, right? It's absolutely crazy. I will tell you, I send out those kind of messages to everyone that I know doesn't have a leader between me and them that is doing this. I have several amazing Pro 5 and Pro 6 leaders who are doing this on their team and helping their own team. But I also have legs of business or people in between, me and some runners that they don't have that person. And so even if they're on my 8th, 9th, 10th level, I'm well aware that they need a person like me, a leader, just a leader. And so I 100% reach out to all of those people on our team. I think that this month especially, we have to look at all the Pro 4s. Help them reach the Pro 5 hustle. Are you kidding me? Extra dollars on the line. We have to hustle for sure and help them reach that rank. Help the people that hit Pro 5 hustle already re-rank. And make sure to check your leaderboard for Ireland. I think that it is absolutely imperative to help not just say, hey, do you know what your points are, right? But this is about sitting down with them and helping them dissect their business and say, where can the points come from? Okay, where can the points come from? We know what it takes to get those Ireland points, which is you yourself enrolling personal distributors and helping them rank advance and helping yourself rank advance. So look at who they have that they can go help rank advance. Talk to them about who they have in their own pipeline. And we still have 90 days to reach that. Skylar just told us the last 90-day run. Who can you enroll today and help become a pace setter? Because that's a lot of points for you, and help your team do that too. I think that that's absolutely massive. Last but not least, Charleston is 2 weeks away. I can't even believe it. I'm so excited to see so many of you. But 2 weeks away, this needs to be an absolute huge push to your team. 100% events built my belief in this business. I started in March of 2016 and attended the next event from when I enrolled was Anaheim in the beginning of July. And I went to that event, and what happened to me there was I already had belief in the products of LifeVantage. If you guys didn't know, my doctor actually shared the products with me. So my belief in the products and the science was pretty high from day one. But I needed to build belief in the business of like who was behind LifeVantage and then the industry of network marketing. And man alive, when I got there and saw the corporate staff and the field leadership, I knew that this company was going to the next level, and I absolutely wanted to be a part of it. So Get your team to events. There's stuff there that we just cannot coach them. 100%. We have to get better at the day they enroll in their business. We start talking to them, not just about taking products, not just about going to talk to people, but the whole picture, the take, tell, attend picture. That if you want help match their goals to reality and say, listen, if you have this goal, if you want to be elite in 2 years, right? Then here's what it's going to take, and paint the picture of absolutely what it's going to take and help them go achieve it. So I can't wait to see y'all in Charleston. Thanks, Skylar, again, for thinking of me.
All right, there you have it. Mind's blown all across LifeVantage family. So that was great stuff. Thank you so much, Shauna. And that I definitely knew that we had the right person to talk about those daily activities. I remember all the way back to meeting you the first time when we went out to lunch, and I was kind of picking up on some of the things that you were doing. And yes, I think you are Miss Consistency, but I do like Kazi's twist of the queen of follow-up, because that is perfect. And it's something that actually shocked me when you told me about that. It wasn't only distributors that you were following up with. You were following up with your customers, not just to get them on the product, but once they were on the product, following up, weekly, kind of figuring out how they're feeling and everything like that. And that's what makes you so awesome at building those relationships. So great stuff. Thank you so much, Shauna. Really quick, I'll go ahead and run through the announcements real fast for those of you that were not on earlier. We have amazing stuff going on. Just finished the best quarter in LifeVantage history. Yeah. And that was coupled with our best launch, product launch that we've had with the hair care system. So please make sure to take full advantage of that. We also have a few promotions that are coming up, nearing their end. We have Paysetter, which, is amazing. Everybody's taking full advantage of that. But I want to make sure that you guys know that this is an ongoing thing. So for us to keep this going, we need to see these Pro 2s and Pro 3s keep on increasing. So take full advantage of Paysetter, and we will keep it around for you. So moving on to the next one, we got Ireland. That's what Shauna was talking about with the 90-day blitz. Over the next 90 days, you only have 3 more months, 90 days for you to go ahead and qualify for Ireland if you're not already qualified. So, and if you are already qualified, please reach down, teach your downline how to achieve this amazing accomplishment as well, because this is going to be once in a lifetime trip. Everybody needs to be there. Can't wait to see it. Last but not least, Pro 5 Hustle. Oh my gosh, Pro 5 Hustle. What a great incentive. What a great promotion that we've had going on for quite some time. We're seeing crazy amounts of Pro 5s breaking ranks. So if you are close to Pro 5, or heck, you don't even need to be close, just go ahead and shoot for it this month, because this will be the last month that we have Pro 5 Hustle. But just to make sure it's all clear, you're not only going to get that first portion of the money incentive that you would in January, we're also going to extend for those that actually qualify for Pro 5 in January. We're going to extend the maintenance months for the next 2 months going forward, so that you could get the full amount of the $2,250 on top of the commissions that you're already earning. How amazing is that? All right. So with that being said, can't wait to see all of you in Charleston. If you're not registered already, it's too late. No, I'm just kidding. It's never too late. Please register, show up on site, whatever you need to do, you have to be there. This is where you're going to be able to build your belief, your team's belief more than ever, and get amazing training from all of our breakout presenters, all our main stage presenters, and also some of our presenters that we'll be bringing in as well from outside of the LifeVantage company that you're going to be able to learn from. So take full advantage of this. A lot of exciting things going on. With that being said, we'll see you all again on the 1st of February. And then after that, we'll just see you in Charleston. Okay? Look forward to it. Bye, everyone.